helped make you feel younger and younger year after year.
Thank God for X39.
My skin become younger, softer, firmer.
It's been really, really, really amazing.
I love X39 because it really helped reduce the inflammation in my knee. I can now run again. Woohoo!
Well, hi, everybody. Are we recording any? Oh, great. Well, good evening and welcome to our Monday evening community call. I'm your co-host, Robin Blank Mascari, along with my partner, Gregory, and we have a few special guests this evening. And we get together every Monday night to give updates, to congratulate, celebrate, learn from our newest ranked leadership, and we have a special guest tonight, and so we'll be going through the newsletter a little bit. But first, I want to turn things over to our newest senior presidential, because she has a brand new executive. And just so you guys know, executive is a big deal. You have to be at least a qualified director, have 2 personally sponsored qualified directors, and 50,000 in points over 4 running weeks, just so you know. So I'm going to turn things over to Connie to introduce to you our brand new executive. Over to you, my dear. Welcome home.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it's good to be back. It's good to be not on delayed flights. So this is a favorite part of the business, and it's one that you've heard Robin talk about before. In my former company, duplication was not something that came easy. And my utmost desire when I came over here was not to just succeed myself, but who did I love being around? Who did I love working with that I could bring along with me? Right? Because we all know it's much more fun if you bring the people you love and care about with you. And you've heard me talk about I think it was last week, about my original 7, and this was one of them. So Barbara, if you want to come on, I'm going to introduce you to our newest team executive director, Barbara Lippincott. Yay!
Hello.
So exciting. And she did what a lot of people do, which you saw Helen do about a month ago, which is she went right past senior director and straight to executive director. And what I want to say that's so endearing about Barbara is she is truly in this to help people and support people. And what she gets out of it really does come secondary, because she sent me a text and she was so excited about her new director, Julie, who I'm so excited to have join our Wednesday director masterminds. And she says to me, Julie's going to be a director tonight. And she was very, very excited about it. And I said, well, Barbara, I said, then you're executive director. You have way more points than you need. You were just looking for that last bit of structure. So Julie is excited. She's amazing. And she wanted you to get there probably more than you did.
Probably.
So it was really wonderful, because she says, oh, you told me, oh, I don't watch any of those things. That's what I have you for.
I don't. I didn't. I never, ever.
So tell me what did you do? You tell me a little bit about how you came in with me, what you've done over the past couple of years, how you've, kind of the successes, maybe some of the struggles, how you hung in there, and what you did to get to this great achievement.
Connie, honestly, I wanted to duplicate you, but I wasn't there yet, because coming from our other company, you were a super pro. I was doing exactly what I am still doing now, and that is helping any individual, one person at a time that I could, health-wise, because that was my business. And I didn't really ever know how to make the money. Whatever I got paid, I would just bless it, put it in my checkbook and go on. It was like, oh, thank you, God, put it in there. I never thought, well, I wonder if I could have made more, or if I knew how to check every little thing, like you do. There's no telling where I might be today. but I'm where I'm supposed to be right now, because so many things have happened in the, 2.5 years? Is that how long we've been in this? And it's like, things happen that halt you. Some things happen that get you excited, and some things happen when people call up and say, thank you for saving my life. And I didn't do it. I said, no, you did it. But that's how I got my joy. That's how I have just felt so blessed to know about LifeWave. And of course, that started with you. And you may not even remember that conversation when you call me, but it made an impact on me. Because one thing was, and I think this is what's helped me to go forward, is I just trust you. You were such a dear friend. And no matter what you told me, I would never have doubted you because I trust you. And you made the comment that I think this will help you. You cared about me. And I said, well, how do I get these patches? And your comment was, just give me your credit card. Okay. I didn't know how much they were. I just gave you my credit card.
I always have to giggle when people, they're just like, they don't want to ask for the sale, or they think,
I know.
they're like, they're like, what do I say? I said, oh my goodness, people give out their credit card number like candy these days. Just ask them.
You could have gone shopping with mine. So I was excited. And each little thing that I have done from that day one, I didn't realize it at the time, but everything's kind of been a learning lesson for me. And I've never considered myself to be competitive because I didn't even care about doing the business, right? And I remember I was depending on you to help me. I said, I don't know that, just like you did in the beginning. I don't know that, help me. And so remember when you got on the phone with me, a three-way with my sister, because, I just wanted to go to the people that I love the most, that I knew that would benefit. And she was on the top of my list. And it was just so funny whenever she was enrolling, and I love where her husband came on, and when you were asking, how do you want to start? Well, I started with a silver because that's what you I guess, suggested for me. I don't even remember. And when she was enrolling and her husband sticks his head over in front of the the camera and says, she's going gold.
Yeah, I do remember that. He was just going to one up you right there.
Connie, do not hang up because I'm going gold too, because I can't let her outdo me. And that was sister competition. And I didn't even know I had it, but I just knew that I guess I wanted to be a good leader, whether I was just beginning or not. And I think that's important. So that saying, I always wanted just to come from my heart when I was talking to people. I never gave thought about the business. And I knew that if I could help one person, I could help another person. And then it would hopefully catch on. And over time, it did. Here came these people, and I'm, very grateful to enroll them and get them started. And over that journey, I guess one of the good tips, and I'm sure everybody else does this too. I don't think I do anything profound. That Robin was so sweet to say I was going to share profound things. I'm thinking, oh no, I'm just me. I'm just the old Southern girl, and I can just talk my head off when I go in to see anybody. But the one thing I learned was to find out from whoever I was talking to how I could help them. It wasn't about me at all. How can I help you? What can I do? And I learned from you in the beginning too, we always started with the X39. So I've tried to teach people to, if you don't know how to do anything, just do what David teaches you. Get on the videos, and I think it's so important that people start with an X39. And I'm saying that because when I got that gold pack in, it was like I hit the mother load, right? It's, oh, look at all these patches, because I had all these different ones. Well, if a little bit helps, won't a lot help, right? Not really. So I was so eager, I started using all these patches. Well, people who know me know that with one of the reasons I'm here and you call me is because you said, either you said it or I did, this is the missing piece to your health protocol. Did you say that or did I say it to you? It
I
doesn't
don't recall, but it's brilliant. So I hope I can
said
take
it.
credit.
I must have said it because
I bet you did.
it was the missing piece to, if everybody knew what I have done over the last years, from going out of the country to do this, to do that, to find something that would help my body to heal. And that's a long story. But this was the missing piece. And when I got it, I feel so blessed. So I wanted to try a little bit of everything. But at my level, just like people that I now come in contact with at their levels, I would never put them on a variety of patches at once, right? You got to know whether the body can handle it or not. So that was a good training lesson for me, and I learned it pretty fast.
Well, and you say something all the time that I really love, that really makes it simple. There's a couple of things I picked up that I hear you say. One is you just take this patch and you bless it and you just stick it on your body anywhere.
I don't care where you put it.
Complicated. You say you can put it on your bum if you want. I don't care. Just get it on your body, and you keep it very, very, very simple like that. The other thing that you say that is really great is when someone gets a headache, you go, fantastic. Great. It's working.
I'm so excited for you. It's working already.
Right. And then you explain to them that your body is already starting to remove the toxins. It's starting to try to heal itself. So you take this thing that most people are so afraid to hear about. They're so afraid that somebody's going to call them up and say, oh, I didn't feel good. Oh, I was tired. Oh, I had a headache. And you just flat out right away, oh my goodness, fantastic. It's working. Just stick with it. Right? Just stick with it. You also, one of, I think, your master skills. So we all come with our skill sets, right? And there are people who are really good at bringing people in, right? There's people that are really good at coaching them up and getting the details for them and moving them along. There's all these different things. To me, you are a master connector. You are a master enroller and connector because you genuinely go out, you love to talk to people, you love to help people, and you just bring them in like crazy. And what you've done different, and the reason you've gotten where you've gotten, is you learned the lesson I had to learn, which is we're not the experts. Get them in and bring them to the team.
Amen. And that's where you and Robin are, everybody's phenomenal, but it's like, if I needed someone, I could get connected.
Yep.
Pretty
and
quickly.
You connected your people. And now as you're growing, what I'm seeing is there's people that I've dropped down and working with. There's people, some people that maybe Robin has dropped down and worked with. We're fitting personalities and where people are at, where we can help them get where they want to be. And then what we looked at in your business is, oh my gosh, you wanted to find someone local to work with.
Yes. And can I add to that right quick?
Yes.
Because you are so right. We all need to really listen to our sponsors when they're trying to help us and get out of our own minds sometime, and I've always, I thank God every day. I'm here and I'm so grateful. But I remember I made a comment to you that, oh, I've been praying to enroll somebody locally, and I just couldn't. And I was doing locally, but I wasn't. I can't say that I wasn't getting the right people, because everybody's the right person, but I wasn't getting the one that I, in my mind, was looking for. And you said, when you put your intent out there, you've got to describe that person exactly the way you want them. Remember? So I went back in my prayers and in my vision boards and everything, and I'm saying, I want somebody that's like-minded. I want someone who's outgoing. I want someone who is, not that they're, when I say a spiritual person, but someone who's connected to the God source. I want this and I want this. And I thought, that's not too much to ask, is it? So, I just said, okay, Lord, I don't know where to get them. I'm not even, at that time, not able to get out that much. I used to have, when patients were coming in the office, they'd do whatever you say. But
Right.
I wasn't coming in contact. Nobody was knocking on my door. And so it was Christmas. I was getting ready right before Christmas, and I needed a gift. And when I want to get something special, I go to a unique gift shop. Well, when I go out, oh, by the way, when I go out and about, I wear my shirt.
There you go.
And so I go in shopping, and long story short, I won't take up all your time, but it helped to strike up a conversation. And I know the ladies in the shop, they're all really super friendly and all that. But Julie and I just started this conversation. And the more we talked, customers were coming in, she'd say, hey, you're here at the right time. Come over here. Listen to what this lady has to say. And I think we had 5 people standing there at one time. And I was running my mouth, and I wasn't really supposed to be talking that much. And I'm just running my mouth like crazy. So long story short, Julie was an answer to my prayer. She fit the whole requirement that I put out there. So I'm so grateful for her and everybody that's come on board, because we're all like-minded people. But it taught me to believe more. We are what we think. And if I put that intent out there, but I tell myself, but it's probably not going to happen. I can't get out and about like I did, or I can't, God just says, well, I can't help you. You just nip that one in the bud, right? So I used to teach people all the time to change their stinking thinking. And I had to change my own stinking thinking.
Yep.
And it just makes a world of difference. It really does, because I've often thought, man, I won't grow up and be like Connie or anybody else is making those ranks. I got like 4 months behind there, everybody, for a while, not doing anything. And here I am by the grace of God.
Yep. And it was really, I remember you just feeling, you and I had a conversation, and we were talking about you're exactly where you're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
You're valuable to everybody, and it will happen when it's supposed to. And we went back to a few things, and I hear Robin do this all the time. She can get on a growth session with somebody who's been around for years, and she'll still go back to the simplest basic thing of what are the qualities and characteristics of the person you want to work with, that you want to spend time to. And so those are, that is something that even if you've been in for a really, really long time, go back to that and think about what you really want and who you want to attract into it, into your life. The other piece that is that stinking thinking. And I remember we were talking about something, and you said to me, I think one of the clarities was you kept saying, well, I just want to help people. So, which is true.
Yes.
However, what you were getting was people who needed a lot
of
of
help.
right? And you would say, stay out of the emergency room, but you
Yeah.
were running into the emergency room on a regular basis because your mind kept saying, I just want to help people. And I go, well, Barbara, you're getting exactly what you're asking for.
That's exactly
People who
right.
need help. So if you want a leader, or if you want someone to lock arms with and run with you and, you know, a certain thing, then that's what you got to put out there versus what you thought you were saying the right thing, right?
Mhm.
I've heard people do it with money too. I don't need the money. I don't need the money.
I
Well,
know it.
then you ain't gonna get it.
Mhm.
So that's, you know, that's sometimes a piece of it too.
Yeah,
So
I'm bad about saying things like, well, you know, I definitely don't have to work. I don't have to do LifeWave to put food on my table, you know, because I don't want people to think I'm trying to sell them something. But you know what? Even if I don't need to put food on my table, I can give the money away and feed somebody else.
that's right. That's
You
right.
know, you got to give you got to give. And I just find that just works.
There are a lot of people that have been raised, you know, there's many of us that were raised that money was not a good thing. And it's not money. Money is just a currency. It's just a tool.
Mhm.
It's what you do with that money that makes all the difference in the world, right? Completely
right.
makes a difference. But you have some master skills. You have led me to some of the most amazing people. You have sponsored in amazing human beings
Oh,
who I have wonderful friendships and relationships with now. And then they have led to more amazing humans.
I'm telling you, we
gotten to
know
have
that's
really-
Jen. I tell you, I am so proud of my team, from her to Helen to you. I mean, you just name it, down to my team that are just went in as a bronze, and they just want to buy it every month. That if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here.
That's right.
It takes everybody,
Yep.
everybody. And I just love it.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad you joined me. I really was. I
I'm
was
glad you asked me.
happy. And I just love the fact that Barbara is definitely one of those people that when my husband sees, when I walk out of the room, he's like, oh, you've been on the phone with Barbara, because I'm just kind of cracking up. So we have a lot of fun. Thank you for
Oh.
sharing this journey. And
Thank you.
you are so close to presidential. So
Right
close.
here,
It is
right
gonna be
here.
there.
I gotta get my team going stronger.
It's
'cause
gonna be fun. So
I
back
want-
to you.
Who was gonna salute me? Was it Barry? Was it Barry, your husband?
Oh, yeah. He was, and Madam, you know,
Madam President
Madam
is what he's
President.
gonna address to me.
yeah.
I'll take it. Thank you, Gregory. Robin. Love you guys.
Oh,
we love you
back.
too.
that was beautiful. Thank you, Connie, for bringing such a treasure into our world. And
He's amazing.
it's so true. The people that Barbara's brought on, oh my gosh, that's, you know, we live in a treasure chest, and Barbara is brilliant. And I hope you guys were taking notes, because I was. And I just want to remind people a few things of what she said. In X39 Focus, she comes from this place of wanting to make a difference in loving and caring for people. She keeps it simple. She's a connector. She's just always looking at where she can make a difference in the world and connecting people. You never know what's going to happen. And she had that intention. Connie trained her on intention. And she wanted, you know, she got clear on the qualities and characteristics of who she wanted. And she wanted someone local. And she found it. And that was the director that pushed her over. So, and Barbara lives in gratitude. You know, she just said it over and over and over again. So you said so many wonderful things, Barbara. Thank you. And congratulations. We're thrilled. Okay.
And I just want to ditto that. Congratulations, Barbara. What a wonderful role model of joy you are. And Connie's coaching on what are you looking for? Robin's coaching on what are you looking for? And, you know, the law of attraction. You know, and I'll just remind everybody, if you haven't seen that movie, The Secret, came out a decade or so ago, maybe 2 decades, long time ago, but it's about the law of attraction. And what you put out has its way of coming back to you. So, you know, so proud of you, and, you know, so excited for your
Thank you,
success,
Gregory.
and
Thank you
big
both.
step along the way.
Thank you.
And I want to do a shout out to your sponsor there, Connie Lucas, she's really stepping up. And Connie, I wonder if you wouldn't, because one of the next things I wanted to point out is this Wednesday, you're a featured speaker on LifeWave Connect business training. And I wonder if you wouldn't want to just give us a little sneak peek of maybe what you might be talking about this coming Wednesday.
Well, I'm not talking on being a product of the product.
Okay.
So if they put that in the corporate
They
newsletter,
did.
they got it wrong. We actually are talking about, Gregory, something you and I have put together and trained before, which is what Kai really, I think you said Kai trained this originally to you guys, but our job is to get them in, keep them in, and move them along. Mm-hmm. And the corporate wanted to talk about product of the product. And I said, well, that's a 5-minute conversation. And this is like an hour webinar. So let's give them something more than that. So that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk a little bit about verbiage. Many of you on this team, you guys have heard a lot of this because we talk about it as a team, but not the rest of the world hasn't necessarily heard about how to ask good questions, how to create curiosity like we've been trained by Robin and Gregory on this team, how to really pay attention to what they're looking for, so that you can get them their desired outcome, their desired results. And how do you move them through the different phases of the comp plan according to how they want? Do they come in as a customer and then a preferred customer and then a brand partner? Are they happy just getting a 3 and free? What do they want to do? So it's things that many of you have heard us say before, and hopefully it'll be well received by the rest of the LifeWave world.
Awesome.
I'm sure it will.
Wednesday.
Yay.
So everybody, that's Wednesday, day after tomorrow on the regular LifeWave Connect channel. Robin, you want to mention how they get how they find that?
Yes. And this is true for all of the webinars that the company puts on in LifeWave Connect. You go to your back office and you go to the tab that says events. And under that tab, you will see LifeWave Connect. And you just click on, if you're going to go to the 11 a.m. Pacific or the 6 p.m. Pacific, you just click on LifeWave Connect and it'll take you right there.
Cool.
And if you can't make either one of those times, you have a few other options. They always put it on the LifeWave Business Builders Facebook group live, so you can watch it at your convenience. And then eventually it comes out as YouTube. So we are lots of options, and we're very excited to, have Connie be an SPD and share more of her with the LifeWave world. Yay.
Right. So the next thing we wanted to talk about is our upcoming major events. And we've got quite a few events that are in the works, and we'll keep you posted as the information, comes forth. And we're going to be in Arizona doing a series of events, Robin and I, along with Connie and a number of other SPDs. Sedona, we're going to be on March 20th at the Ultimate Light Mission. And I thought I downloaded the flyer, but that doesn't look like it is a hot link. Okay, so you can download the flyer, get more information about it. Then on Tuesday evening, we're going to be in Prescott, Arizona, March 21st at the Elks Lodge. And then Scottsdale, March 25th, we're doing a major regional event at the Franciscan Renewal Center. And that'll be online registration, and that's pending. We're signing the contracts on that today. I believe we got the contract signed. So that's exciting information. We're going to be down there stirring it up in Arizona. And then, in April, we're going to be stirring it up in Aruba with a number of you, and 130 top enrollment winners, 129 other ones besides Robin and I, 128 besides Connie, Robin and I, Connie and Barry. So we're looking forward to see a lot of you there. But then in May, we're going to be back on the road again in Tampa, a major regional training there at the Hillsborough Community College. Then in June, we're going to be in Houston, Texas. In July, we're going to be in Costa Mesa. In August, we're going to be in Italy again on the SPD trip to Sardinia. And then the LifeWave International Convention is in Florida. It's going to be late October, early November. That's as specific as we can get. We can't give you the dates or the exact location, probably Orlando, and preferably the last week in October or the first week in November. So I apologize on behalf of the corporation. They don't have that information available for us yet, but that's pending. Probably any day we'll get that information. I just want to put that out so you can do some planning. We hope to see some of you at some of these events, maybe some of you at all of these events. So that's our upcoming event schedule right now. And that doesn't mean there won't be other little events here and there and all over, but these are some big events that we're going to have some corporate support and participation with, and we expect to have in all of these events between 400 and 700 people. So they'll be pretty big events, pretty exciting. Okay. We've gone over our 331 daily action plan. Is still here in the newsletter for new people, and it's in our Live Younger Success website, liveyoungersuccess.com. Then we can go into the replays, and Robin, maybe you want to run through some of these other events that are happening and the replays that are available.
Sure. Are you gonna? Okay. So let me get my screen cleared. Yes. For those of you that didn't hear David Schmidt do his LifeWave Connect on heart health, this is Heart to Heart year in LifeWave, and this is the Heart Month. And, as anyone who listens to David knows, that he doesn't speak just about the product. He talks about overall health in so many dimensions. And honey, I'm going to turn it back to you to go through the rest while I get the spin ready.
Okay,
So
I'll do that.
If you
So
could do that,
every
would be
Monday
great.
morning, you missed it this morning, but it's in Facebook, it's in YouTube. The Monday morning miracle call is just a great way to start the week, to start the day and start the week, because we have so many wonderful testimonials. It was a great call today. It'll be a great call next Monday. So mark your calendar. I encourage everyone to get on our text messaging reminder system. It'll go out an hour before each of our calls. Tomorrow evening, LifeWave X39 intro with special guest health practitioner. And I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. It's going to be a great call for guests. It is going to be a replay because my darling and I are going to be out to dinner for Valentine's Day, like many of or some of you. You might be off somewhere at dinner, but it's a great call, and we'll have one of our best replays available and up running tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Pacific. Wednesday, 11 a.m. We already mentioned this, LifeWave Connect. Thursday morning business chat happens every Thursday morning. And now again, Thursday evening, thank you, Robin Hoffman, Thursday evening Canadian opportunity webinars going over Alavida and IceWave. We're hoping that in April, there'll be 5 additional products, including 39, open back up in Canada. But right now, we're just promoting IceWave and Alavida, and God bless our Canadian partners. They're doing they're making bricks out of straw. They're making things work. And so that's really great. Our Power the Patch webinars every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, continuing on. You can click here and download a flyer, keep it near your desk as a reminder, but you just go to liveyoungerzoom.com. And that brings us down to win the X39 spin. Are you ready, Robin?
I am.
All
I
right.
mean, I just got
Okay.
one blank spot I got to get rid of because I don't want it to take up space and have it go to no one. Okay, we are ready. So I love this part. And we have, I think, 5 more weeks of giving away a sleeve of X39 because your stories inspire people to share. And when you share them on our Vibrant Living Facebook group, it isn't exposed to just our community. It's exposed to our community plus the guests that you guys invite, your prospects, your friends, your family, to this wonderful, inspiring page. And so when you put your stories up, everybody wins. And so I am going to, I spelled a name wrong. So I'm going to apologize, Heidi. I spelled your name wrong, but maybe that'll make you win. Okay. So we're ready for the spin, and here we go. Dun, dun, dun. And I'm the only one who hears the sound, but you get to watch it, and The spin is on. And it goes doo-doo. And the winner is dun, 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 it's Christina. And let me tell you the last name because I want to make sure because we have more than one Christina. And congratulations, Christina. And it is Christina Hully. So make sure that I have your information, Christina, so I can send that in priority mail and you'll get a sleeve of X39 to either use or go forth and multiply. Okay, thanks, Gregory.
Great. Well, I think that brings everything, you know, there's some more information in the newsletter. You can all avail yourselves up. If you're not registered for the newsletter, just go to liveyoungernewsletter.com and you can register. And every Monday around 4 or 5 Mountain Time, 4 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time, the newsletter comes out, rain or shine, we get it out. And then leading up to this call. So thanks everyone. And a special, again, congratulations to our newest executive director, Barbara. You know, you just gave such a wonderful, heartfelt, you know, training today, you know, and a genuine, you know, and I just, you know, one of the pieces of the puzzle that has begun unclicking for you, you never know who they know, because I know you sponsored some people that have helped explode your business. So
and I do want to say something. I set an intention and Barbara fulfilled it. So thank you, Barbara. And you're just such
To
a
come back and say thank you. I'm so honored that we could all do that. Our team was able to give you your gift.
I love it. And I do hope that you've had a chance to look at the chat because there's a lot of wonderful acknowledgements for you.
Oh, I will.
So, yes,
Thank you. Thank
gotta
you,
do it
everybody.
fast because we're going to end the call. So this is your time. So yeah, maybe Gregory, you can send it to her because they're all
I'd be
for
happy
you.
to.
There's
Oh,
so many
That would be
for you.
great. Thank you, Gregory.
Yes, yes,
Sure.
and yes, Connie chose well. Yes, Connie chose very well. We're so happy. We have a beautiful community and we love you guys. Okay, so
Okay.
we'll see you tomorrow night, or I won't see you, but we'll have a call tomorrow night. And I'm actually thinking of bringing Dr. Walt back from a recording. What do you think? Because we don't get to hear from him, and everybody loves Dr. Walt. So
Yeah,
we'll
we
see.
do.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Bye,
You'll be
everybody.
surprised. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.